What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the new Vertigo changes and what you can do on T and CT side to kind of tilt the odds in your favor and get ahead of the new meta. The map that I am using is refrag.gg. I'll go ahead and leave 10 free trial codes down below for you guys to use, and if you use my code, you get 15% off your first subscription. So to get right into it, the main changes that they did were they added a gap in side haul, they added a ledge over here, and they cut off the CT rotate, which was called connector, but now this doesn't exist anymore. So this kind of more changes executes slash retakes than actual, ramp, or they didn't really do anything at B or mid. The one thing that you do have to be aware of is the T spawns are still the same, pretty much the same as they used to be, but the CT spawns are a lot different. They push them further back from A because the changes that they made will make the A start of the round for the A players a lot easier and a lot quicker. So I can go ahead and show you here the timings on the best CT spawn to side haul with the new update. I'll go ahead and use my stopwatch over here. So 3, 2, 1, go. Clock is ticking. I'm running. And I'll go ahead and turn around stop at the correct time. Let me stop it now. So this is about 8.5-ish seconds to get here. It's 8.75. I tested it before the video and it was like 8.3. So the CT peak on this is going to be a lot quicker. And from the T side best spawn over towards A, I can go ahead and time it right now. 3, 2, 1. Clock is ticking. I run around here. My pathing is good, guys. Look, I've been playing this game for a long time, okay? 3, 2, 1. So this was 7.9. So T's are still going to get here a little earlier if they do have the best spawn. But if the T's don't have the best spawn, you can go for an op pick on side haul, and you'll still be able to catch pretty much the last 3 spawns, either crossing or running up the ramp. And even if the best spawn decided to run up towards side haul, you'll catch them while they're jumping up into side haul because you are going to be a little bit delayed. So they'll come out here, they'll run up, and they'll jump in. You will peek them. So going for side haul picks or going for side haul peaks isn't too bad. With the old spawns, it used to be that you would meet the T with the best spawn right here. This is when the T would be meeting the CT. So the new spawns kind of balance it out, and I don't think that was really intended when they made the last update for the T spawns, when they pushed them forward. They didn't really intend for this fight to be going on right here because it's awkward. The CTs can't get here before the Ts. It just really changed the ramp fights when they changed the T spawns on the last update, but the most recent update kind of balances it back out. That's really all that has changed for ramp. As CTs now, you can still throw the bottom ramp smoke, still throw the bottom yellow smoke. What used to happen as CTs is the side haul player would come over here and molly this because the Ts were so quick. But because now this is opened, you can come over here and you can just throw this molly on the run and it will pop actually quicker because, again, you're faster to side haul than you are to over here. So you might as well just throw the one on the run, guarantee you have side haul control and you're close. Might as well not waste that time throwing that molly back there anymore. Also, yes, the old side haul flashes do work, but now that your CT spawn is quicker to side haul, you might not be able to throw these in time for your CT to peek and actually use them. So a flash that I think might be better is if you come over here and you aim a little to the right of this and just up, you'll throw a flash that goes like this. Nades have the same fuse time as flashes. It will pop around here, and I'll show you what that looks like from the other perspective. Right, so if that was a flash, anyone in side haul is getting blinded. I think you'll probably see more teams throwing side haul flashes from elevator, just because now the CT spawn is quicker to side haul, so you need quicker flashes. As far as start of the round CT side, that's pretty much all the changes there are. Yes, this catwalk exists. Yes, this is a new angle. I don't think it's great because they could peek up here. They could peek a headshot angle. You're fighting 2 angles at once. I think how you'll see teams using this is more of a way to re-aggress towards ramp. So let's say they're up towards ramp. They haven't executed yet. You know that they're still over here, but they haven't crossed a sandbag because you have a guy, let's say, spotting it. This is a very common scenario. You lose ramp control. They're not executing yet. I think what you'll probably see teams doing is they'll have, let's say, a rifle walk up close, and they'll have a rifle walk up on the catwalk. So now you're fighting 2 different angles, up here and down here. So this is a better way to regress side haul now because this catwalk exists. You can't, as T's just pop up and clear this because the CT can get all the way out here and have a teammate close, and now you're fighting together. This is a better way of reaggressing ramp now with the new catwalk. As far as late round CT goes, I've seen a couple people's takes on how this will function, and what I think will end up happening is it will be more viable to kind of play retake on A. It isn't a site that you really need to hold too much. It's more that you need elevator control. And the reason you need elevator control is so that in retakes, you can smoke side haul from close. You can actually also molly side haul from close. Let's say it's open. You can throw something like this as well. Go ahead and molly side haul. Now you can go ahead and retake. But I think how this will function is retakes will be a lot stronger and executes will be a lot weaker because now this is one more thing the T's have to smoke. Because now when I'm a T executing site, I have to worry about this angle having an opera. I have to worry about this angle. I have to worry about headshot. I have to worry about close side haul. I even have to potentially worry about the catwalk if the CTs are playing on ramp. So I think what we'll see a lot more of on T side will be deeper executes. So let's say smoke for elevator, molly for elevator, smoke for heaven, molly for headshot, and a lot more flashes. And I think we'll see pro teams start taking elevator control. Now, with the new changes to how A-Site will be executed, I came up with a few nades for a deep take, which will be a deep elevator smoke and a heaven smoke, and a close side hall smoke and an elevator smoke. For the deep take, what you're going to do is you're going to come into this corner in the sandbags, you're going to aim at the top of this pole, and you're just going to left right click jump throw. And what this will do is it will smoke deep into elevator, and it won't land puffy so that the CTs could, lurk out potentially on this side or this side. It will pop deep and flush with the wall. And after you go ahead and throw that smoke, you can come up here and throw this flash. So you go against this beam and you aim at the top right of this square, left right click jump throw again. And I'll throw a nade so you can see where the flash pops because the nade and the flash have the same fuse time. So the flash pops right here. It will blind anyone holding this angle, this angle, this angle, and of course it will blind anyone close side hall holding into side hall. Now the second half of this execute is you come up to this pole, you have a teammate come over here. He aims at the center of this triangle on the roof. You just go ahead and normal throw that smoke. And if you pull out a molly and aim to the left of this little metal thing, it will pop on top of headshot very quickly. And the smoke will block off top of heaven and bottom heaven. So altogether, what this will look like is you'll have a smoke here. You'll have this smoke. Headshot will be mollied. And this is what your A-Site take will look like now. You have deep belly smoke, heaven smoke, headshot molly, and you can just throw a couple flashes, take into elevator, and now you have deep A control. This will be extremely hard for the CTs to retake. Now, before I get into the second execute, if you guys have skins that you want to sell, go ahead and check out SkinPlace. They're the sponsor of today's video. The sponsor for today's video is SkinPlace. You have skins, right? Well, you can safely convert those skins into cash in just seconds on SkinPlace. Just log into Steam, select the skins you want to sell, choose from their wide variety of payment methods like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tether, and more. And once you put in your wallet address, that's it. It's super easy and only takes a single minute to completely set up your account. I traded 3 skins to SkinPlace, and within just a couple seconds, I saw that money pop up in my crypto wallet. Use the link down below and get to selling. But don't forget to use code POLOCS for a 3% bonus on your first sale. Now let's get back to the video. Now the second more closer execute is you're going to come into the front corner of the sandbags. You're going to aim right here just above this bar at the bottom of this rectangle, and you're going to shift walk jump throw. And you want to do the shift walk jump throw pretty quickly after you're done shifting. This will be an elevator smoke. The second piece of util you want to throw, so after you shift walk jump through the smoke, is you want to come to the same spot and you want to aim at the top of the shadow and W tap jump through. And what this will do is it will molly top of heaven and bottom heaven. So no one can peek on site comfortably. They'll have to be in a molly if they're fighting towards site. The second piece of this execute is you come up to this wall and you find the tip of the sandbag. You want to find the triangle on the left of the tip of the sandbag. Yes, I know these lineups are kind of annoying, but once you throw them enough, they get pretty simple. You just go ahead and jump throw that smoke there. And what this will do is it will land on the roof and spread down into side hall. There's a little gap early, but after you let the smoke pop for a little bit, it will fade down. And now you have all of side hall smoked. Again, it's flush, so the CTs can't lurk out. I've seen some people throw a smoke that pops directly in the doorway. That means that CTs could play behind the smoke. They could play in front of the smoke. And all in all, you want a smoke that's flush with the wall. And if you throw it on the floor, it will leave sometimes a gap over here. It will leave a gap over here for CTs to boost. If someone got boosted on my head, they could actually see into side hall like this. So I think this smoke is probably the best one you can throw. And after you throw this smoke, you can come over here. You can molly headshot, and then you can flash for your side hall guys to come up. It doesn't blind them. You flash behind them. Headshots mollied, side hall smoked off, and boom, you have another A execute. Now in post plants on other maps, you want to have some sort of control. On Vertigo, it's generally been that you can be okay with holding side hall. You can be okay with staying on ramp, and you don't really need to take elevator to be able to deny a retake. But now with this opening, it's going to be really weird, and I'm really interested to see how pro teams will go about this because elevator is a very, very important position now, and I have some theories as to how it would play out, but I really want to see how it plays in practice and how pro teams will go about dealing with this elevator area now. One thing that's also important to note on T side is that it used to be common for Ts to come over here and they'd nade into side hall. Now they do this because they have better spawns than the CTs. But now that you don't, you kind of have to be worried when you are throwing these nades, when you are throwing these mollies, because they'd also molly into side hall. You have to be worried about the CT peak now because the spawn to side hall is so quick. Now, I'm sure you've also noticed I haven't talked too much about mollying off this catwalk. And the reason why is because I don't think CTs will play here too much. Playing over here is okay, but once they spot you out, if they're doing an execute, you have to run all the way over here to be able to jump away. And even once you get over here, you're still not safe. You still have to worry about side haul. You still have to worry about ramp. You still have to worry about elevator. So I don't think that CTs will play in here too commonly. But again, if the Ts are doing an execute and let's say they spot you out on this angle, they're throwing flashes, they come over here, and now they just go ahead and kill you while you're running away or kill you while you're trying to get back to safety and get out of this spot. Because yes, you could have some impact, get some frags, but in general, this spot I don't think will be too powerful. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums up all the Vertigo changes. Thank you guys for watching. I will be in IEM Dallas for this weekend, so I'm going to schedule some videos to upload, and I might post a little bit of content from IEM Dallas. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Also, I do coaching, which I will link down below. It's my Metafy if you want to go ahead and check it out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.